Hi, I'm Jason Farr, and this is Far From Home out of the studio and hitting the streets this summer 2010 in my hometown, Hamilton. Today's show from the beach with Thie Convery. She's a Rotarian about to do something hardly any of us would want to do. Thie, I guess the first question has to be, what are you, crazy?
I've been told I'm going to be swimming 52 kilometers across Lake Ontario from Niagara-on-the-Lake to Toronto Harbourfront.
It's cold in them there waters.
Depends on the day. Last week it was 12 degrees. Yesterday I was in, it was 21. That felt great.
21 is warm for Lake Ontario?
Oh, for me it's very warm. I train at 12 to 15 degrees because I don't run into cold patches regardless.
Take us through that training, Thie. You've already swum one lake.
I have. Lake Erie 2 weekends ago. It was a 19-kilometer distance. I did that in 7 hours and 20 minutes. Distance was fine. The waves weren't my friend on that day, but I need to be able to train for that for Lake Ontario.
You have to factor in conditions. There's 3 of them that you're most concerned with. What are they?
Yeah, the waves are the first one. Water temperatures, as you mentioned, because I'll hit some very cold patches and that'll try to slow me down. If not try to stop me, I'm going to fight that. And last, if I get 3/4 of the way across the lake and lightning comes out, the swim master will touch me and the swim's done.
It's impressive what you did on Erie, given that, well, you tell us, how long have you been training?
I started August of last year, so it'll be a year under my belt when I climb into Lake Ontario.
How did this come about?
It was a wee bet with some Rotarians. We're doing this to raise money to eradicate polio from the face of the earth, as all Rotarians are called to do. And I got the short straw and have to swim Lake Ontario.
You mean it could have been somebody else, or you were just crazy enough?
It could have been you just weren't there.
Oh, no, that's not going to happen. I understand, though, it's a pretty good workout, obviously.
I love the swim training, yeah. It's actually a very long, slow, steady stroke, so it's not something you would see in the Olympic swimming or whatnot, because I'd run out of energy too quickly. So this just allows me to be able to keep going for hours and hours on end.
So you say 52K. How long does that take?
It's going to take me less than 24 hours.
And that's from Niagara-on-the-Lake to Toronto?
To Toronto. It's the same route that Marilyn Bell did in 1954. She was the first person to cross the lake. I'm going to do her path, and I'll end down at Marilyn Bell Park, Toronto waterfront.
Do you want fan support? Would that help?
You bet. We've already got every folks chanting End Polio Now as I leave Niagara-on-the-Lake, and I hope to hear the same thing coming into Toronto.
Take us through it. Are you able to rest at any point, or are you literally swimming for damn near a day?
I'm able to feed, so they'll pass me in a water bottle, food and water to keep me hydrated and give me sufficient energy to keep going. But it's just tossed to me. It takes me hopefully less than 30 seconds to do a feeding, and then I want to get going again. Otherwise, the cold water will cool me, and I'll just never be able to warm up.
While you feed, you're floating?
I am, yeah. Nothing.
You're hanging on it? No?
Nothing can touch me, and I can touch nothing.
Well, this is just remarkable. How do you top this once you actually do it?
I just want to relax when I'm done. It's a lot of training, a lot of time in the water.
Have you thought about not achieving this goal and what would happen then?
No, I've not thought about that because there's two big factors to get me across. One is the physicality. Am I physically able to sustain myself for that period of time? And the other is the mental factor. There's 2 people talking in my head, one saying, you're crazy, you got to stop, and the other one saying, no, we've got to do this to eradicate polio.
Unfortunately, there's no killer fish in these waters.
No, there were eels years ago for Marilyn Bell, and they may be looking for me, but I've been told the eel population's only 3% of what it used to be.
Well, I know you've been training. You're going to continue to train. August 6th, the big day. Best of luck from all of us here in Hamilton.
Thanks very kindly.
Full marks for courage for Thie Convery. That's August 6th, where she swims from Niagara-on-the-Lake to Toronto. This has been Far From Home on Cable 14. I'm Jason Farr. We'll see you next time.